Okay. So networking and sharing. Today, motive of this networking and sharing is for us to connect. When we talk about connection, it's not about just that I am going to connect with you, you are going to just tell me what is happening. We are just going to understand each other because networking never happens in a day. It takes time to build your rapport among all the humans available. And you might have seen sometime that you click with someone right away and you don't gel well with someone after number of efforts and the intentionally push you have put for that connection. So this is a common scenario with all of us, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Please keep today is a networking session. I would love to have your mic open. Today, I'm not going to show you some PPT and those things because today is networking and sharing. So we are going to network with each other. Okay. So don't restrict yourself with should I say, should I speak? Because this is a platform where we are asking you to speak up and talk about your mind. Okay. So before we go ahead, I would like to know about all of you. Okay. And when I say I would like to know about all of you, is that I would love to know, I would like to have your introduction, and I would like to have to understand what you bring on table. Okay. So do you understand the meaning of what you bring on table?
That is what we can do like that.
The skills that we
Our
have.
expertise,
Ideas and skills that we bring to in front.
our expertise, our skill set, personality.
Strengths.
Value to the business.
Value to the business and
Ideas.
anything else?
Ideas.
Skills which will be helpful to your for you. The skills which we have, which will be helpful for your side.
Okay.
What will be the
That
final
is
product that
what
we are
we
going to
can do for a organization or for a company. What we can do for them. That is like if we are getting a job, what we can do. What are skills we can they can expect from us like that.
So I'm going to share one slide with you. And I want all of you to introduce yourself as per this format. Okay. So should I call the random names here?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So let's start with Sri Lakshmi. Yes, Sri Lakshmi.
Yeah. Hi, Niharika. Myself, Sai Lakshmi, and I'm from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Uh, Coming to my strength, it is communicating with the people well and to build the network and easily mingle with them. And next, my strength is having having a professional experience of 4.6 years in the testing domain. And what brings me to this table is to again restart my career with excel in my skills and everything. And I need to restart my career with do a justice my professional experience and to excel in my career.
Okay. So Sri Lakshmi, you are from Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam, right?
Yes.
And you're looking for a professional network. And what is your biggest strength as a woman?
As a woman, multitasking.
Multitasking.
Yes. Currently,
Okay,
what I'm doing right now.
sure. Okay, so let's go to the next person, Khushbu. Khushbu Jain.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Khushbu
Hi,
Jain.
good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Khushbu Jain. I'm from Assam, Nalbari. Uh, my biggest strength is I'm a hardworking, ambitious woman, and I can bring to the table is technical know-how. Means I have done so many courses nowadays that can I bring and work and make benefit for the uh, person whom I am offering.
Okay. So what are your hobbies, Khushbu?
Hobbies, studying.
Studying.
Yes.
No other hobbies?
Hobbies, apart from studying, I like to do singing.
Oh, so we have a singer with us, right?
Yes.
Any particular singer you like?
Arijit Singh.
Arijit Singh.
Shah
Oh,
Rukh
he's like heartthrob of many of us, right? Yeah.
Shreya Ghoshal also.
Ah, Shreya also. Any Bengali in the group? They'll be very happy to hear this. Okay, let's move on to the next participant. Sweetie Kumari. I hope the names you have put here is like your correct name and I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Hello, ma'am.
Sweetie,
Yes, ma'am.
hi.
Hi. Ma'am, my name is Siti Kumari. I am from Bihar. Currently, I am living in Bangalore. I
Okay.
am a self-motivated girl and quick learner, which helped me in starting my career in tech field.
Okay. So this is all just like you're introducing yourself from a technical point of view, where I
Yes,
would
ma'am.
like to know when Sweetie Kumari introduced herself, what are the things she is very proud of as in her strength, not just professional, but it has to be what Sweetie Kumari brings on the table. What is so unique about you?
My work-life balance. I am a single child of my mother, and I have no father, and I am handling my home as well as my professional and learning sessions.
Okay. Again, she's rounding about all these profession skills where we are talking about networking, right? We are talking about to create a connect with each other. What is something unique about you? I might say I'm very good at cooking. I can cook
I
multi-cuisine.
like painting and writing poems.
So right now we had around 3 examples here of introduction. Sri Lakshmi, Khushbu, then Sweetie. So the only thing which was common among all 3 of them was that they are so much tied up thinking that this is Her Shakti platform and we have to talk about tech. We cannot talk about something I'm not sure of. Is that true? How many of you feel so? Raise your hand. Yes, come on. There's a hand raising option in the call, right? 1 hand, 2 hand, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, see, most of the people think so. Thank you. Now you can put it down. When it comes to networking, and I asked you what, please introduce yourself, and I have given you very basic question. 4 questions. What is your name? Which is your identity? You can't change. Where are you from? It's a fact you can't change. But when it comes to your biggest strength and what you bring on the table, that is the question up to you. And why you feel your strength is only tech. There are many people here who might love to communicate, who might be very much proficient in storytelling. So all of us need to understand networking is never about fixed answers. Networking is all about how you project yourself. And from the very beginning, when I have set the vibe, I said no formal gyan today, right? It is more about networking, interacting to understand each other. And to understand each other, me understanding my colleague on a personal level might be more helpful in comparison if I say, do you know Java? I have done this certification in Java. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So let's start this exercise again. Okay? So we'll call other participants. So,
Niharika, shall I go ahead? I would like to give it a shot.
sorry, I can't see who's talking right now.
Okay,
Can you
I'm
tell
not-
me your name?
Yeah, my name is Kushala.
Okay, Tushala. Yeah, tell me.
So I'm from Bangalore. I was born and raised here. So let's say, of course, you're telling that, we are not supposed
Tushala,
to.
before you start introducing yourself, it would be best if you can switch on your camera.
Am I visible?
Yes.
Okay. Am I visible? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So let's say,
Please give them spotlight, no? Whosoever is speaking, Swati Avneet. Yes.
all right. So I am born in Bangalore and I have an experience of 12 plus years. But then I'm pretty new to tech field. However, when you ask about my strengths, I would say I am a very good communicator. I can easily build relationship with people, although it's
Okay.
just surface level. As you stated, really get them talking. Just by having a few words, I'm really able to gauge how they are, what kind of attitude they possess, what are their strengths, what are their weakness. And I'm also pretty good at building relationship, I can say. And a lot of people open up to me, whatever their problem is. So it's like I'm a good person who can hear to everybody's issues, queries. So people come with their problems, they pour it here, and we have a conversation. They feel relaxed when they talk to me. So it's like, I'm that go-to person when people are in trouble. And that's one of my strengths. And sometimes I can be judgmental, but then overall, I have a neutral view, I would say. And I'm a perfectionist. And when you say, what do I bring to the table? I would say over the year of experience with the people I have met, I've learned a lot of things from them. There's always some input there. And I'm also an avid reader. So whenever I read books, whenever I see any movies, I connect on an emotional level. I try to put myself in their shoe and look at the situations and scenarios around us, try to understand what they go through. So I'm very empathetic, and that's one of my strengths, I would say. And that not everybody can do that is what I feel. A lot of us have that, for example, I have a friend, only if she goes through a particular situation will she be able to relate. If she is unable to experience it, she doesn't relate to it. But for me, it's not that case. That's not the case. So like, any given situation, if someone is saying something, I can actually perceive myself, maybe not 100%, I would say, but I would still be able to, get into that position for about 50 to 60%, understand their pain, give an answer in that particular situation, make them feel comfortable. So I think I can create that peace around me.
Fine. Yes, Khushi. So let's put a timeline also for this introduction. Otherwise, what will happen is we'll lose out to the other participant introductions as well, and we won't be able to know them, right?
True.
Because
Sorry for talking that much about me. Thank you.
Okay. So let's keep a 30-second of introduction, because if it's more than 30 seconds, we won't be able to ask others how they feel about it, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the few more participants here, which is, let's call Astha Sharma. Astha is quite surprised.
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am.
Good
My name
morning.
is Astha Sharma. I am from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, but currently I'm staying in Bangalore. My biggest strength, I feel, are my communication skills. I think they are really good. Because of my communication skills, I got selected like in many places. Other than that, I love dancing, and I used to be a dance teacher in my school itself. Like I used to teach all the group of kids of my age.
Okay.
Of
Yeah.
yeah, I also used to teach Zumba, so that is also my strength. And what do I bring to the table is I think I'm very good at giving presentations, and I am a quick learner. I like to learn, and I think yeah, that is what I can bring to the table. I can be a good leader
Okay.
also, because I think I have leadership qualities.
Great. So Miss Sharma is a dancer, she's a presenter, and she's a good communicator, and she can bring liveliness on the table, right? So if you want to connect with her, you have to understand that apart from everything, she's a very jovial person. Easy to relate to, right? So when someone is introducing themselves for the other participant, you have to know what are the other traits when they are talking about this. Because when it comes to networking, it's all about observation also. Observation in sense, yes, this person has these things, and we can always talk about it. We can gel from these points, because networking is never about she stays in Bangalore, I stays in Andhra, so I might not be able to connect with her. It's about we can connect. This is how we connect. So I would also like to share one of my networking story here, like how when I was, I am a returnee myself. So just for the information, so you people also understand where I'm coming from. So here is what happened when I was trying to search for a job. Most of the women face this problem, I guess, right? How many face this problem? You're on a break and you're looking for a job. So those who are being through this, they will understand the kind of stigma you go through, right? And when we are looking for a job, we are not just looking for a job, we are looking for something called a self-respect for ourselves in that duration. Then we look for something kind of financial standing, right? And we are looking for a place for ourselves in society. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So for me also, it was like an unplanned break. From the 6 months, it got extended to 1 year, from 1 year to 2 year, 2 year to 3 year, 3 year, and so, right? So what happened? I felt like I have to start now. There is no alternate. I don't care how I start. But the basic problem with me was I was not able to identify was from where to start. And this is the normal problem every female faces, right? From where to restart. So for me, it was like, I don't know. And I was a very kind of person who kept on talking to the previous classmates, schoolmates. For me, networking for me was like, we'll talk about, hi, how are you? How's your family doing? How's your children doing? What you have made for your, cooking and all. But I never asked the basic question, or I never started talking about like myself when it comes to my job. I felt this, maybe if I talk about this, they'll feel bad. They might say, okay, she's looking for a job and she might be cribbing about it. They might feel otherwise for me. Okay, so these were the common thought process I used to have. So we were like, okay, we are good friends, but we are talking about what your husband has done today, or if it's a boy, how's your job going on? It's good, it's very good. Oh my God, all these surface level interaction. Right? So then when I said there's no other option for me, I have to restart. So with my connection, I started talking about, I'm planning to restart, but I don't know how to restart. When we started talking to our friends, because with friends, you have this tempo, right? You can actually talk in your slang and you can show your frustrations right now. So this is how my networking started, and where I have put an intention over the networking. I know these people will not be able to help me, but these might be able to relay this message to a right person. This woman have this now. Oh, I heard that lady was saying something like this. Why don't you try this? How many of you do this? How many women do this? My mother-in-law told me, so I
Yes, we
follow
do.
this recipe. This is how it
Yes.
has to be done.
Correct. We
How
do it.
many do this? How many women?
I do it.
So this is the leveraging point of any woman network. Have you ever thought of this? Yes or no?
Yes.
I
Yes, ma'am.
recently did this.
Sorry?
I have recently started doing this. I mean, I met someone and I tried badminton. I mean, I restarted playing badminton, and the person with whom I was playing, she's currently in some or the other company. So I just connected with her. What do you do? And what is your LinkedIn ID and all that? And that is how I connected over LinkedIn. And I told her that I'm a trainer, I'm a robotics trainer, freelancing mode, and I have upskilled in this domain, and I'm looking for internships now.
Yeah. So, see, everyone, when you are doing anything with intention, no, so automatically your language aligns with that. Your motive aligns with that. But it's just that we always either we take it for granted or we ignore it. Okay? So when I asked you, introduce yourself, it is a very good platform to showcase yourself. How many have utilized this program to showcase yourself? Very few of you. Right? Yeah. So back to the story. I started using this question and adding this phrase with any kind of interaction I was having, either with my neighbors, with my classmates, college mates, my ex-company colleagues, whosoever I was in touch with. So I said, yeah, now I'm planning to come out of break and I'm looking to restart. Okay. So they were like, okay, we'll let you know if we come across something, because no one is going to do the specific journey design for you. You have to do it yourself, right? You are on your own as a human. So with this small steps, I kept talking. First was this dialogue. Then I was like, I started telling that I am looking for something in this vertical, but I'm not sure what are the right steps to go ahead. So what I've done is, at that moment, I have done my SWOT. That I want to be in L&D. For L&D, what I want, because that was not a clarity and no one was telling me. So someone said, why don't you tell me exactly what you want? That was the one question I came across. And then I realized me telling some vague description, I want to restart, but what? How? I have not done that for myself. Right? So that is something you all need to understand, that yes, if we have to restart, we have to define our own path, that this is the step 1, this is the step 2. I want to join either as a Option A or option B. These are my two options. Okay, I will never put all my eggs in one basket, but yes, I will prepare two options at least for myself, that these are the profiles I'm looking for. Yes, Gitanjali?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that what we feel at this time, by talking about it, like what are they going to say or what are they going to think? That this lady is again, she was saying something else few days back, and now she's saying something else. And we like hesitate in talking about it, that we are now working on this. We just want to ignore this, like how many hours or what is your schedule these days. We don't want to discuss that we are upskilling or we are looking. I'm talking about the close people that we meet.
Yes, Gitanjali, like I have mentioned, when I started talking about it, I never spoke about all these things. These were the taboo for me also, not just you. These are taboo for any woman, because they'll see it like, okay, she wants to restart, she might be looking for something, so I won't be able to help her. Let's ignore. This is what we think. Have you ever thought that might not be their thinking? What we are doing is we are thinking on someone else's behalf here. Women have this tendency of overthinking.
Yeah, it's all in our mind.
It's all in the mind. It's all the mind
Constant,
game.
constant that, what do you say, interaction goes on and on. If I say this, what will she say? Or what will they say? And it doesn't
Yes,
stop. That is
this is the
overthinking.
reason I'm telling you that whenever you are networking, you have to be intentionally networking. And when you are networking with anyone, you have to keep motive here parallelly. So your whatever talks or everything, you know when to take a stop. You should not nag other person, but your message has to be very clear.
Yes.
That is the art of networking, which you would be learning also as a part of this program.
Mhm.
Okay. So when it comes to networking, no. The one fundamental rule you have to always keep it in mind is you reach 10 people, only one will reply. Keep this ratio in mind. And if you want to make 10 connections, you have to reach out to how many people?
100.
Tell me the number.
100.
100.
100. Are you people interacting with 100 people right now?
No.
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 Either
That's
one
very
or
bad,
two.
huh?
1 or 2 daily.
Right. So please don't get discouraged, because whenever networking comes into the picture, no, you talk to 10 people, only one will give you something which is useful for you. For me also, same thing happened. I spoke to so many people. Only one person said, why don't you talk to that person? That person is available in Bangalore. I'll give you the this contact details, or you try to get in touch with through social media. This is how my helpful journey started. I got connected to one right person. It took me one right person to guide what I want. Similarly, the other person also didn't tell me the contact details. The other person, he said, oh, I'll give you the contact details, but he forgot, he was busy. So what I did, I didn't stop. I didn't depend on that person when I know which person he's talking about. I got connected, and finally I found that person on Facebook. He sent message, and then we exchanged our number, we spoke. Then I realized things are clicking. Things will work out. Right? So when you're talking about something, it's not necessary it has to be anything like you are working in Java. I also want to work in Java. This is the reason I want to connect with you. Sometimes it happens, I see your profile. In your profile, you have mentioned that this is the things that you have posted. I loved your post. And I would like to know more about it. That is the way to go for it. This is how you communicate. You tell them that you are putting up your time, putting up your effort for that connection. This
Ma'am.
is how you tell them. Okay?
Hi, ma'am. My name is Anjana. So
Hi,
last day we have an activity that is about to write about what all technology we are going to study, and the people who are working in similar technology we have that is in our contact. And actually, I don't have any contact about of people who are working in the technology which I am going to study is cyber security and cloud computing. So the ma'am tell that the people from your contact you have to add 5 to minimum of 5 people who you can contact about for working and all. So
Yes.
I actually don't have any any contact like that. So what should I do?
Anjana, first of all, when you say no, I don't have any contact in this digital age, that itself is a mind block. Do you understand
That
this?
yes.
I'll ask you where you stay. Which area
That
you
is the Bangalore.
in Bangalore? Oh, you're already among the herd of 1 crore people who are actually working in IT. And out of that, minimum to minimum, some 20-30,000 people are there in your city itself. Okay. So now the
Okay.
question arises, how to connect with them,
Yes.
right? So you saying, I don't know anyone is just mental block. It is not actually a block.
Okay.
So do you stay in any apartment setup or you
Yes.
stay in any
Yes.
society?
Yes, in an apartment.
How many flats are there?
Minimum 100 to 200 flats will be there.
Let's
100.
assume 150 number
Oh, okay, okay.
for your convenience. Yeah.
Yes.
So out of 150 families, how many people are working?
Almost 50% will be working. That is, I am telling about the woman.
Don't when networking hours, whenever I said that you have to network only with women.
Not like that,
Did I
maybe
say
most
that?
of them.
Did I say that?
No, no, ma'am.
Right. When it comes to networking, when I have defined that networking has to be done through women. Networking is networking.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So
Yes.
how many, so 150, so I'll assume every family will have one working person.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
few family will have working women also. Few would be house manager, few would be these working women, few will have some other relatives also staying with them. So on an average, 150 to 200 people are working.
Yes.
And these are the people who are closely staying in your society, and you have each and everyone's contact details with you or mode of connection. Does your society
Yes.
use neighborhood or this MyGate?
That is, I recently gone there. I was
No, I'm
earlier
asking you.
in
Does your society use MyGate or no brokerhood?
MyGate.
MyGate. Have you ever explored MyGate features?
No, ma'am, actually, no.
See, this is the problem. In your MyGate, each and every person biodata is there whosoever has MyGate access. When you
Okay, ma'am.
register, don't you put your details?
Yes, I don't registered actually.
You don't have it, but this is one way of to know anyone. Second, do you have WhatsApp group in your society?
Yes.
Do you keep talking about what would be the next function or the next event you people would be planning when it is happening?
Yes.
Do you know at least 15 ladies in that group?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And those ladies, if they are not working, their husbands might be working.
Yes, ma'am.
And can't you get to know which company they people are working, which profile they are working?
Ma'am. Now I am getting that.
Yes or no? I'm just asking basic questions.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So How you can say you don't know anyone? You are connected. That's why I'm saying whenever
Yes.
you are talking to someone, if your intentions are clear, your pathway is clear, what you want, automatically you'll try to look for these people and you start from your neighborhood.
I'm actually looking in the website like LinkedIn, Naukri. I'm just looking the
Website
jobs in
also you look,
the.
it's okay. You first start with whatever you have in hand. Like when we were talking about these introductions, right now I'm talking to a blank screen.
Yes.
I will not be able to connect with you the way I will be able to connect with Sweetie, with Gitanjali, with Neha, with others, those who have switched on their cameras, because that is the impression I can see. This shows they are there to listen, they are attentive, and I can see their facial expression, their body language. So they are keeping a mark. So in future, if someone comes back and say, "Do you remember Vidya from her her Shakti batch?" I'll say, "Yes, I know, I remember her by face, and this is what she has said during her introduction." But I won't be able to relate to someone else until and unless I have a picture. That's a human psychology. If you're interacting with someone also on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or wherever, any online event, try to put a picture, try to put a face to your name. This is how it's easier for you to connect. For me, my connections are more of, I'll see the picture, I'll say, this person looks good and this person should be in my connection. Sometimes I'll just put my flow. I won't even mind like what is the background, and sometimes it's just a feeling you get. Right? And when we talk about the networking, I should be questioning you why you have not explored your network as of now.
Yes, actually, I didn't talk about that part. That's my fault.
Okay, when you start talking, because until and unless your first step is to acknowledge that you are on a break and now you want to restart. That is the first requirement for yourself. You have not acknowledged that you want to restart. That is the problem. Once you say, yes, I am ready to restart, all this will not look like a problem. This would be a solution for you. Oh, my friend husband works in this company. This company also has cybersecurity role. Let me ask him. I'll ask my your husband is working on this, no? And you always interact with the family, with us within a society, right? It's not like you're just limited to a one person.
Yes, ma'am.
The other is you have children, I can see in background, right?
Yes.
Which school they go to?
That is, we currently we have shifted to Bangalore, and he's opted for Inside Academy.
Okay. Do you know what good academy it is? And what kind of parents they put their children in that academy?
Yes, ma'am.
All are working parents and IT professionals, okay? And when it comes to it, you have your children to help you network. They have their own network. You get to know their parents through them.
Yes.
You know so many people. Right? But you're not exploring. It's a real life scenarios I'm talking about here.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't think about such kind of things. I am just looking at my contact. I have only my
Start
family
churning.
members.
Right? So many of you might not agree that they will not this and that. See, this is why networking and sharing, the small interaction happens. So let me just ask you one question, which is, you stay in an apartment, correct?
Yes.
Most of you must be staying in an apartment society setup where you know some 10-15 families, right?
Yes.
And one day randomly one person comes to you and say, hi, I know you are working on this and that, and I would like you to refer me for so and so.
Okay.
Will you be thinking about that person? Or you say, yeah, what a weirdo, they just came and they simply spoke, we don't know each other, this and that. Okay.
No.
What you will think of that scenario?
Yes, I will try to help her.
Try to help.
Or him.
Okay. Now, second scenario. You know a neighbor, you have never interacted with a neighbor, but you have seen that particular neighbor stays in like 2 blocks apart, and you keep seeing and you have this smiling hi, hello, wala relation. Okay, where you just pass by and you say hi, and then you go, and then some other day you just meet in this society ground or some while playing and this and that, and you say hi, how are you, sir? So one nice day, you people met somewhere and then you spoke about 5-10 minutes, and that person told you, I want to restart in this. Whom you will prefer to help now? The first case or the second case? Hurry up, tell me. First
Yes,
scenario or
ma'am.
second scenario?
The person that is who is wanting to help me will be preferred.
So normally our inclination would be towards case 2,
Yes,
where
ma'am.
we have seen that person as some persona and a connection is already set up. And when we are talking about someone, so we will actually think of that person,
Yes.
right? This is how
Yes.
networking helps. So you are never to be, first day you land up and you blast until unless you are an HR, you're into talent acquisition, and you are trying to build up your pipeline, which actually coincides with your personal goals and professional goals. You will not think of it on that guidelines, correct? So networking means building a relationship and then utilizing it for your personal and professional goals. Networking means connection, the knowledge sharing base. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So
I'll-
for these things, you can always try to come around all these kind of activities. Start building your network. Start from your society. Once your society network, you feel like this is enough, move out. Go for events. Go for like events like marathon. Get to know some 5-10 people there. Go for some gathering. Go for your friend's wedding. Chat with others. So many socializing events happens. Right? And networking
Yes.
helps. Okay.
Ma'am,
I will
Rashmi,
try this.
Yeah, I want to add some points here, ma'am. Like there are companies who are offering for women who have taken break. So they are respecting that and they are offering a job to the women who have taken break. They have some timelines like not more than 5 years or something. So I think it will be helpful. And I'm also into cybersecurity. So first network, if you want to connect to me, I'm happy to do that.
see,
Okay,
you
okay.
need to talk. You got one connection here within this call. Just because you said I'm from this and I'm looking for this networking. Okay. So all these things matters. Start talking about it. Okay. So let's move on to the next agenda of the day, which is find your buddy. So how many of you have buddies with whom you can talk about professionally and personally both? One, Neha had one, Rashmi have, Shafali had. How many of you have professional buddies? All of you have professional buddies? Payaswini, may I know who's your professional buddy?
My ex-colleagues.
Sorry?
My ex-colleagues. Are you able to hear me?
Ex-colleagues, right.
Yeah.
So have you made new buddies recently?
Yeah, of course. And through LinkedIn, I made new connections.
New connection, but buddy.
Buddies
There's a
are there.
difference between connection and buddy, right?
Okay. Okay. So yeah, actually, I attended one event. So
Mhm.
through that, I got new buddies, I can say, to whom I talk, without any hesitations, and you call them as a buddy, right? Openly. So about regarding my professional, personal things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here is the activity for all of you for this buddy finding, because we know buddy is someone who actually helps you to come across many hurdles. And right now, the phase you are in where you are planning to restart, you are still thinking, should I do this? It's a very basic level where you are simply trying to talk it out, right? So what you need to do is you need to connect with 5 participants in this cohort. Right now, there are around 90 people on this call. You exclude her Shakti team. Okay. You need to connect with 5 participants in this cohort, and you need to figure out what are the common interests among yourself. So right now you can see so many people are there. And how you are going to connect with them? There are multiple sources. You can talk to them through the WhatsApp group. Once Herky communities, this migration is live, you can always connect with them through Herky platform also. You can find them on LinkedIn also. You can find them on Facebook as well. Or if you want, you can post your message in the chat box that, hi, I'm this, and this is my email ID and WhatsApp number. Feel free to reach me. These are my interests. So there are multiple methods. So I'm not going to ask you how to connect. That is up to you. You need to explore and leverage different channels for you to connect with 5 participants among this cohort. Okay, and you need to figure out the common interest. Once this is done, we would be posting one activity in your group also where you need to figure out further steps, what you need to talk about. Okay. So let's start this activity. So all of you, I request you, all of you to answer these questions along with, if you want, your contact details, your email ID or your phone number, your WhatsApp number or your Telegram link or your Insta handle, whatever, with those details, you have to write down answers for these questions plus your contact details so that other person can see and they can reach you on that particular link or number whatsoever. So start posting in the chat box. But you have to make one message, then you have to send it, not in multiple messages. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to post one message in the chat box. In this format only, all of you can send your answers for each other. Avneet, I'm not able to send this. Can you please post it in the group?
Niharika is there.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I've sent it to you individual. I'm not
Okay,
able to send.
I'll do that.
Now it's sent. I've posted one format for all of you to refer.
Niharika, is there a way to pin your message because it just got scrolled up in the deck in the barrage of messages that are coming?
Sorry, I missed out what you were saying.
I was requesting if there is a way to pin your message, or
I'll just see, but pinning in chat is a little difficult. I have reposted again. Amit, see if it's the option in the host one. I have co-host.
I was trying to, Niharika, but not an option.
Not now, yeah. So I'm giving you 5 more minutes. Are we done here? Are still working? So those who have done this activity, I have posted one link.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You're on mute, Niharika.
1 minute. Yeah. So I have posted one link in the chat box. I want all of you to take 5 minutes of yours now and answer these questions to me. Those who have done the above introduction. Oh my God. So I can see so many people have opted for big data and they have started sharing their numbers. I'm liking it. And somewhere I saw some other also that chain someone has started for data science and someone has done the others. I can see. So you have this limited time and you need to figure out who are the participants you can gel well with. Now you have a rough idea who are these people among your cohort and where they are from and what they are interested in. So there are no more strangers for you. And those who are done with identification of their 5 connects, please go ahead and fill that form. Amit, you can post that link in WhatsApp group as well, so it would be easier for them to open. Yeah. There's one more cyber security. What was the name? Sorry, let me just see the participant list. There was someone talking about cyber security, right? So you got one more connect here.
Yes, ma'am. Rashmi was, my name was Rashmi Sahai. I posted my details.
Oh, that's good. So,
Yeah.
Rashmi, you are interested in cybersecurity, right?
Yes.
There
Cybersecurity
are
and
many
blockchain.
others. Hmm?
Cybersecurity and blockchain. I will be opting
Yes.
for.
So there are many others who have mentioned that we are also interested in cybersecurity. So from this, when you are very specific what you are interested in, it spikes someone other's interest also that this person is available for such networking.
This thing is really helping, ma'am, because I received a lot of LinkedIn requests and I'll be doing connecting with them after this call. So thank you for this.
Sure. So this is a two-fold methodology which we follow in networking, where we talk about that you connect, then eventually you take them on either on LinkedIn or Insta or wherever. So eventually it increases your connection on digital media and hence leveraging those connections to connect with others. right? You connecting with someone else, 500 connections, might be 5 would be helpful for you,
Yes, correct.
right? So common connection helps. It helps you to create a balance that yes, this person knows this person in between, there's something common and we can trust this connection.
And I would like to add one more thing, which is we see like inclusion is happening everywhere, and we can see women in technology is coming up, and it is a boom thing at present we can see. So this platform is really a helpful platform for increasing the number of women in technology, because we have very, very less percentage. And mainly in technology, it is really less. So very thank you for you and Har Shakti program.
Thank you very much for your compliment. I'll take it as your feedback. Okay. And Rashmi, as you said, yes, percentage of women in tech is very less.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's not because women doesn't want to work, but there are restrictions around women, and especially in Asian region. When it comes to the Asia, the mindset of the Asia is that woman is there for household. And when it comes to any household work, woman is the first priority to look for.
Yeah, so many women nowadays, they are lucky, like they are getting supporting hands. And since we are on a platform where we are all women, I also want to add one thing. Like last week, there is a order from Supreme Court, like a child care policy. It is for 2 years, so it will go for bill and all. So I was really happy that the government is also understanding this thing.
Yes, so it is there. So, Rashmi, every government right now, when we were discussing this program, when we were designing this program with KDM, Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. So their major concern was these women are not coming back after maternity break. Or after getting married.
Oh, very wrong perception.
And right now, if you see, on the board level, it's okay, your child is there, we understand, you need not to show him. Okay, that's a part and parcel of family and a human, so it's okay. Okay, is this how to maintain the balance?
Yeah.
So when we were designing this program with Government of Karnataka, so we realized hardly 3% population is women on the board. Only 3%.
Yeah, it's very less, ma'am.
And only 20% in higher management.
Very less.
And when it
based on the
starts,
data.
when any kind of job role starts, let's talk about the tech roles, let's talk about the service company like Infosys, IBM or Capgemini. They prefer hiring female. Their female ratio is higher. Females are around 55%, males are 45% only.
Yeah, because
The
one thing
initial
also I
hiring.
want to... Yes, correct, ma'am.
Okay, and over the time, the male percentage grows on leaps and bounds and females start backing out. And by the time it goes to the top level management, the board, it's hardly 3% in India. That is the stats all of us has to think over it.
Yes, correct. Absolutely correct.
Yeah, so it's responsibility of all of us to work on these numbers.
Also,
not
it
just
will
Har Shakti team or GFH or the Herky. It's you and me all together.
Yes, absolutely correct. I'm 100% with you. And also it might motivate, like based on science also, after motherhood, we get our brain changes and we get different management skills. So if we can do managing home, managing kid, everything, we can take another chance also, that is managing this work. So I feel we can do that.
We can do, females are multitasker, but I'll give you one statement. Females are not Superman. Don't try to be a Superman. It's okay if you lack something.
Ma'am, I
yes,
can do
what
only
we all
one
want to
thing at a
say.
I
time.
so resonate with that statement. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
That's what
I
I'm trying to
resonate
tell.
with that statement
Sorry?
because no, the statement which you said, right? Ladies are not Supermen. We are
Yeah.
human beings. We have our body, which are machines. But I think, irrespective of the fact whether you are a mother, whether you are a homemaker, whether you are a working woman, we have been, you know, we have that mindset where we actually start thinking, no, this is our home is our responsibility and office is also our responsibility. Sharing the load of our men is also our responsibility. But what I feel is, why are we sharing the load? It is our family, right? We got married, we changed our cities, we changed our families, came and met them. But then why is it that people do not realize that this is not something, that women are sacrificing so much. So I was working in City X. After marriage, I came to Bangalore. Here I started working. After my kid, I had to think a lot whether should I continue or not. I gave up my promotion. Yeah, nobody said that you should give up, but then it just comes inherently, and now people feel, yeah, you should not have done that. We never asked you to do it.
Yes. So see, these are the common mindset. That's what I'm saying. This is the problem with major Asian society. It's not just India. It's a Asian mindset. Okay. And when it comes to the household management, there is always us, not we.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is,
exactly.
and people think,
Okay.
no, it is only
So
your
for me, if I have to
responsibility.
go to office, I have to make sure that lunch,
Breakfast is ready.
breakfast, snacks, everything is in place before I go for work. So it's like I'm putting myself under so much pressure that I have to manage household work. Then office also, it's not like office is not demanding. Office
It is
work
not
is
like
also demanding time
even if you have helpers
That's
at
why I'm
home,
saying.
you have to manage those
Start
helpers
saying no.
also. You
Start
have to
saying
manage
no.
those
You tell
helpers
them
also.
you need
Yeah.
help.
On
That
top
is
of
very
it,
clear
yeah,
statement.
Yeah. If you manage both, then another front will come. How are you managing both? And where is your work and life balance? So you should click on that. Then how are you managing? Why are you
I
doing?
think the
And then
question
this
is,
part will
we
come.
are said that families are life, and
Rashmi, let me give you a very clear statement. There is nothing like work-life balance. It's a myth.
Yeah.
Whenever
Living
it's
balance.
required, you are supposed to be there, irrespective of it is office or it is home. When there's an emergency at home, will you go to office?
No.
No, right? So it's basically balancing your time. It's time
Yes.
management. It's
Yes.
your time management, your design. So when it comes to the work-life balance, it's not a work-life balance, it's time management.
Yes, absolutely.
And when
That
there's
is
some
what I'm
urgent meeting,
saying.
some urgent, release and everything in the office, you might need to work overnight.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am.
You cannot expect yourself to stay back at home and cook for yourself at that time. That is something you have to
Correct.
leave behind.
Correct.
Correct. So it's not work-life balance, it's time
Another
management and how you
question
plan.
is,
Yes.
And
a
another
very
thing I feel is, see, when I'm going for a new job, I'm seeing small kids around me. And they'll be my age. So I feel that is a bigger, now, next breaking the ice is going to be the bigger challenge now. I think Haki can help us with by some counseling or something. Because everybody
Age is just a number, first of all.
another question is, what is the need to work outside? You have a lot
What
of
is
work
the-
at home. What is the need to work outside? You have a lot of work at home. Take care of all these matters.
Okay, reevaluate all the work I do at home and please assign me that much of my fee for each work. I don't mind, I'll be more happy.
Absolutely. I'm totally agreeing with you.
So it's not about, see, family is a family. We take care of a family, but we need to take care of ourselves as well. Okay. The joke apart, where we are talking about all these, but the reality is, few families says why you need to work, but they need to understand sometimes it's not just monetary purpose, it's for the confidence we have lost somewhere around the time.
Your
Over the
mental
journey,
health,
we have lost our network, we
mental
have
and
lost
emotional
that,
health.
that emotional support.
Yeah,
We
so
have lost our friends.
Actually, I wanted to say something. Like everyone was saying that younger kids are there and everything. Actually, they are very good mentors. And, if you connect with them, my son is actually kind of a mentor for me. He is in computers. So I speak with him regarding AI, ML, and I had shared this earlier also. And big data. So sometimes when we are stuck, because they are the new generation, they will be knowing so many things. It's not like, Arey, I'm his mother, I should not ask him. No, the information is give and take. So we were teaching them, they teach us. So it's
Yes,
like
true.
and they're very good teachers also. Like, they love telling us things, and you have to take it in the stride ki matlab, they will be, Arey, mummy ko hum log sikha rahe hain types. But it is fun and it is a good networking activity also as such. Like,
Yes.
communicating with your child is a good thing. So it helps you learn, and I have lots of fun with him, learning from him, which is a good thing. So you shouldn't have that mindset ki younger generation, we are going there, and what is it? If they are younger, they are younger. Arey beta, ye bol do. That is the way you have to handle the
We
situation.
have to take them seriously. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the high time now. So on this note, I would also like to ask, how many of you played PUBG?
I did. It was
Have you
great.
heard of PUBG?
Played.
Yes,
Most
ma'am.
of you have heard PUBG. Have you
Yes.
ever tried your hands on PUBG?
No.
How you can say any game is good or bad before you try yourself? Your son knows better than you, right? So as a parent, you need not to take your child as a child, but another human being who knows few things better than you, and especially when it comes to technology.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Okay,
So
so
they are more,
otherwise you would be lacking behind the way generation are changing.
yeah.
Earlier generation gap used to be 30 years. Then it came down to 20 years. Then 10 years. Nowadays it's 7 years only. 7-year-old child is far much ahead than you, how you have been
We
through
have
your
to,
journey.
remove the bias which we have in our head that I'm older and I shouldn't be learning from a child. It is it is.
You could be an emotional support for that child. You
Yeah.
could always tell, because in PUBG, there's one section where they ask you to purchase, get some skins and devices and to, help around. That is something where your experience comes in, whether you want to invest that money in yourself. So it's better you make a team with your children to understand. And the more you work on all these, this helps you to understand how technology is evolving, and when you are restarting, what are the roles you can see. Now you see this gaming industry is expanding. The role of graphic designer is exponentially in demand in
Yeah,
comparison
designers
to
in the
old
sense of user
technology.
experience. Basically, nowadays they're
User
asking for
experience, correct.
Yeah.
And when you see, and when you are on different apps, you might be seeing Swiggy, you might
Yeah.
be seeing all these Zomato, you must be ordering from Big Basket. These are household names, right? What is the thing what you always feel that is missing from all these apps? Customer service.
Customer service.
Until and unless you reach them and say, so these kind of services also are expanding in market.
And they
Creating
keep
apps.
updating,
So when
they
you
are
are using
creating
these
new
things,
features
daily
and-
life things,
Yeah.
no, it helps you to understand if you are returning, what are the things going to explore. So always connect it into the right path. Ask your children what they like.
I would like to
Vaidehi,
add
I
to
can see your hand raised. You wanted to add something?
Yeah, Niharika, I just want to share my story, like how what's my experience with the interviews. So I had 6 years of experience in IT, and myself, like I'm still not married. I'm 26. Okay, so I had taken
How
a
old
career
are you?
break from last year.
26.
26.
Okay.
So right after my college, I I just finished my exams today, and in the next 1 month, I had joined the organization, Capgemini. So I didn't have the time to, spend some time on myself. And I'm someone who is like, I mean, I have my own personal reasons. Whatever, we need some healing, right? Whatever things we have in life. So once I was postponing, like actually I started my work as an analyst in a project, and then I went to an escalations handler, which is like I feel like that's a good progress. What I can see myself in the role in the project within. So I was proud of that, and I was like satisfied, continued with what are the work I have done. And so last year, after postponing for multiple times, I thought like, okay, this is the time. I need to take a break. So, which is crucial for me, for my mindset or whatever reasons. I was okay with it, but still, I need some break, to take off some things of my mindset and keep it, just make everything aligned with my life. So then I took a break. But now, from the last 3 months of home, when I was trying to get back to work, I was mentioning that as a career break, like even it's for 6 to 8 months, we need to mention it in the resume, right? So, recruiters who were calling were like, so are you married? So it was like, is it a career break? Is it a career only for the maternity leave for a lady? Why is the approach in this way? Oh, that's a fine thing, but that made it like so. I just want to ask, like, we can say to the recruiter that I have some personal reasons, like uh, so I need a break, right? So how can I picturize it to them? How can I say it to the recruiter in a better way? Because I can't say like I'm not married. Yeah, that's for sure. But how can I say it in a better way to the recruiters that yeah, I'm not married yet, but I needed a kid break for myself and took it for myself. And I thought like few sessions like I think I'm saying it out to all the ladies because I think everyone is human, right? I thought like counseling is not working for me, which I have tried with few people. So what I have done, I have taken a diploma course in psychology and counseling. So, I was interested in that. Later, I figured it out. But what would I say is like, so learning it had helped me like, okay, this is the process that we should be, but this is the other thing that we are in. So the difference that I was able to figure out. My question is like, how can I tell it to the recruiters or someone? Like when someone asks, what's the reason for your engagement? Recruiters come and
These
ask me,
things
so
keep
you're married?
happening, Vaidehi, and there would be every sort of experience you will experience. Those who are married, they will be asked, you are recently married if you are planning for children. Those who are not married, they will be asked, when you are going to get married, are you going to switch the company or the state or the city where you live in? Those who are returning, they will be asked that you are returning, are you planning for second kid? Are you sure you won't be taking one more break? Okay, so
How committed are
every
you
set of
to,
weird
staying
questions
back
and
in the job?
expectations would be there.
Yeah.
So, like, I have been asked, like, why you took this much long gap, 4 years gap. It is like
You are
today.
saying 4 years. I have taken 16 years.
Today
All
in
of
the
you
morning
know
only,
Avneet here. Avneet, please switch on your camera.
Niharika, pardon me for switching on the camera, but yes, I can be on the
All of
audio.
you, so I would like all of you to, get introduced with Avneet. She also has taken 16 years of break.
Oh, high
So
five,
those who are
Avneet,
thinking
high
for
five.
4 years, they should pat on their back that you were ready after 4 years.
Claps.
Okay, so
thank you
pat
so
on
much.
your back.
Today
Give
in the
yourself
morning
a
only,
boost.
yeah, I got an interview call and they asked like, are you sure you would be able to join back? And why did you take so much long gap of 4 years? Is the things I mean, are the things sorted now? Will you be able to work? Like, do you know all the programming? Are you able to recall? So there are lots of questions, and most of the time it is women only. To my surprise, it is women only. They ask lots of questions. If I get a call from male HR, they ask less questions, but like women keeps on asking like lots of
As
weird
I
questions.
told you, right, the percentages which we were discussing, male versus female. So it's as simple as that right now, this is male dominant world. We
Uh,
But
are
may
trying to
not ask
invade
such
their
weird
work
questions.
and they're not feeling comfortable about it, so they have so many concerns.
Niharika, if
The mail
you
takes a
allow,
break.
Avneet wants to say something.
Yeah, Avneet.
yeah, thank you. If you allow, Neha, I would want to add something here. Believe me, when I got a call for my interview, I have also been asked such questions, what you're stating right here. It is the way you answer these questions.
Yes. True.
Okay. It is your confidence. Okay. And the assurance which you have within yourself that you are ready and the way you answer.
Yeah, so like Avneet
Avneet, can you
also was
share
asked all these questions.
what you said?
It
Your success
depends.
story.
So you would be trained on these kind of answers in interview session. You
Yeah.
need not to panic. We have already planned everything in place. So wait for the show.
Yeah, no, but what did
Okay.
Avneet say? I want to, because I'm also 16 years, she's also 16 years. Let's hear her.
No. See, it
Start
depends
matching.
on the kind of concerns you have, someone who's interviewing. You need to understand when you're coming out of a break, they need to, one is they are investing to upskill you. Okay. They are putting their time. It's upskilling, not effort.
Efforts.
So
Money.
they somewhere want to be sure that whosoever they are hiring, they
Is
stay
committed.
back for some time
Committed. Yeah, basically.
and they commit from their end. And when it comes to the 4 years or 16 years, doesn't matter, are you sure? Because that is the plan you have already done. Bijal might have asked you to make your professional and personal support network ready. When it comes to all these kind of personal networks and support system, like when I was trying to restart, I made sure, though I know I would be working after 2, 3 months, 4 months, I don't know when I would be cracking the interview and I would be joining, right? But I have put system in place first. I have put whatever I need. Do I need a cook? I have asked cook to make food for me. So cook also needs some 1 month or 2 months of nagging to get them trained that you have to make this way, that way. They also need to get aligned with you, right? Those things you have to do. And when it comes to the children, like your children are small, this is a very common topic. You have small children, how you are going to manage. So I had an answer for that this is how the time management we have done. This is a support system available. So I'm free. I am now ready to work. And the time which I was not like at my home, when I have put every system in place after 1 month or 2 months of training with children, the support system. So what we have done is we started utilizing the time to find the right job, to find, upskill myself, to align myself with the recent trends going on in the hiring. So that time was utilized and it was well spent and we cracked. Before you put system in place or something, no. Or if you can't afford, because that is also a question, right? If you can't afford, you should have a plan in place that this is this. I have already identified as soon as I start working, this person would be deputed for this job. Because they are not looking for you as a person, but they are looking for you as a person who can make decisions for themselves. A person who's going to contribute in the team. Do you have that confidence? Do you have that foresight? Because if you are working, you would be starting maybe in morning 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and you will be coming back around 6 o'clock or 7, 8, whatsoever are the working times, okay? And would you be able to dedicate those 8 to 9 hours, as you are saying? And how you are going to make them understand that everything is in place? You talk about all this support system. That everything is in place. This is how it's going to be. And moreover, when you have identified all this support system, it gives you confidence to build your answer. I know what I'm doing. That is the vibe you should be talking about. Okay? How you frame your sentence, that's up to you. But that is the groundwork you have to do. Yes, Sarah Fatima.
Hi everyone. Yeah, basically, your conversation with Kavita was really interesting, and I would like to add on something for that. So you said that you were actually like intimidated by the younger generation who was actually coming into the roles. Let me say, imagine my situation when my first team when I joined had minimum of 12 to 15 years of experience in the same team, along with the experience in other companies and other teams, like again like 3 to 4 years in each of their positions. And I'm just a fresher that has joined the team. Everything I do would take me around some 5 to 6 hours to complete, and they would actually complete it within some 10 to 15 minutes. So there is equally mutual reaction from our side also that we are also intimidated by you
That's
guys.
true. So see, everyone has up and down side. A fresher is always scared, will I be scrutinized for my every work? Right? For in return, it would be, will my age will be a factor? It's just
Right.
that you have to show the level of commitment. When we talk about the women returnees specifically, they are not very sure whether they would be able to give those 8 or 9 hours of commitment. And they talk about, I need work from home job, work from home job. Have you ever thought, when you talk about work from home jobs also, it's more about commitment of 9 to 6 minimum, or whatever timeline they are talking about. Work from home job is never an easy job. You might think that you need not to go to office and you would be
For women, it is like
traveling.
more tough than work from office, because in when I was working in office, like total dedication is towards work only. But at home, you have thousands of other works to do. Like if you have
Yes.
kids, then you have to like look them also. So whenever I used to
Yes.
take work from home for 1 or 2 days earlier when I was working, so like my daughter used to come and just like she used to press any key on the laptop. She doesn't allow me to do any other work. She allows full focus on her. Like my all focus should be on her only.
Yes. And now
So
if you are traveling to office, everything is sorted. They will not expect you.
yeah.
And moreover, if you're working from home, the more it's like, mama is at home, let mama do it. Our wife is at home, she will handle it.
Yeah, you have to make teas lots of time.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You have to put in place,
So
you
you
have
have
to
lots
show
of
that commitment.
expectations.
Okay, so we have been through this journey. We are working with the woman attorneys since long now. So we have understood how much it actually helps and how much it doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's
Actually,
good to have work from home jobs, but keeping other responsibility out of that room.
currently,
Okay,
I
when
am
you are
also
working from
interacting.
home, you are working from home. It is not that your one step is in room and other step is in kitchen.
Correct.
Right?
Multiple colleagues of mine lost their power key buttons during work from home. The
So
children
you
used to
will
pluck it
face
out.
such issues. If you are a unmarried girl staying with parents, they'll say, child is at home. Ask them to do it. They will not understand the working hours are working hours. Commitment
My
is
day is
commitment.
relating.
Yeah. So
My day.
everyone will understand this because I have been through this. My team, so especially her Shakti team, the whole team, you will be surprised to know that whole team is returnee team. Okay, so
Yes.
they understand this is the reason they work with returnee. Okay, on this high note, we have already overshot ourselves for quite good time. So I would like all of you to fill in that form because we also need to understand where you stand on your networking.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so please do fill that form, and Amit would be following, forwarding one message in the group. What are the next steps for you to get connected with other cohort members?
Okay.
Do start working on it.
Okay, ma'am.
And we have session on Thursday also. Right,
Yes,
Avni?
Niharika. Yes. Tomorrow, 11 a.m.
So we'll see all of you again tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Till then, we'll take the leave for the day. Thank you very much for connecting, and it was very nice and very energetic session. I loved it. And thank you. Be on call.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Niharika.
Thank you,
Niharika.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Niharika. Have a
Thank you.
Thank you.